Alright, so today we start from question 4, and question 4a says Enzo, Rashid and Blessy each swim as many lengths of a swimming pool as they can in 15 minutes. The results are shown in the table. So this is a table showing the results. Alright, so the first question says find the number of lengths Enzo swims as a percentage of the total number of lengths all 3 people swim. Alright, so they want us to express the number of lengths that Enzo swims as a percentage, okay, as a percentage of all the lengths that the 3 people swim. So the first thing that you are supposed to do is to find the total number of lengths. So we just add these. After adding these, we get 50 here, okay, and Enzo's number of length is 11.25. So we're going to say 11.25 over the total. The total is 50, so say 50 then times 100, and then you find that the answer is 22.5. Just do everything here on the calculator and then you find that the answer is 22.5%. Alright, the second question says write the ratio of the number of lengths each person swims in the form Enzo to Rashid to Blessy. Give your answer in its simplest form. Alright, so they want us to write the ratio of the number of length of Enzo to Rashid to Blessy. Okay, so to do that we collect the number of length for each person. Okay, so Enzo swims 11.25, so 11.25 lengths, then 2. Rashid swims 18.75 and Blessy swims 20 lengths. Okay, so here 18.75 to 20. All right, now remember they said we need to give the answer in its simplest form, so meaning we need to simplify these numbers. All right, so since these numbers are decimal numbers, first of all we change them to whole numbers. Okay, so we are going to multiply by 100. We are multiplying by 100 because these numbers have 2 decimal places. Okay, also here we will multiply by 100. Even here we multiply by 100. All right, so 11.25 times 100 is 1125. To this one will be 1875. Then this one will be 2000. All right, now at this stage, to simplify these numbers, you can see that these 2 numbers are ending in 5s and these are ending with 0. So because of that, it means all these numbers are divisible by 5. Okay, so we are going to divide by 5. Okay, divide by 5, divide by 5, then divide by 5. Then this divide by 5 is 225 to, then this, when you divide it by 5, you have 375 to 2000 divided by 5 is 400. Are these numbers in their simplest form? No. You can also see that they are all ending in 5s. So because of that, we continue dividing by 5. Okay, so divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5. 225 divided by 5 is 45. So we have 45 to, then this one we have 75, then this one we have 80. You still ask yourself, is this ratio in its simplest form? The answer is no. So it means you continue dividing by 5 because you have these numbers are ending in 5s. Okay, so divide by 5, also divide by 5, then divide by 5. 45 divided by 5 is 9 to 75 divided by 5 is 15. Then 80 divided by 5 is 16. You ask yourself, are these numbers in their simplest form? The answer is yes. This ratio is in its simplest form. So meaning the ratio of the number of lengths of Enzo, Rashid, and Blessy is 9 to 15 to 16. Alright? The third part of this question says each length of the pool is 25 meters. But A says work out Blessy's average speed for the 15 minutes. Give your answer in meters per second. Alright? So first of all, we need to find the distance. So distance is going to be the number of lengths of Blessy times the length of the pool. So we're going to have 25 times the number of lengths of Blessy is 20. So we're going to multiply by 20. Also, they have said give your answer in meters per second, but the time that we've been given is in minutes. So we're going to say time is equal to 15, which is 15 minutes. We are changing from minutes to seconds. So we are going to multiply by the conversion factor, which is 60 seconds. So now we are going to say speed is equal to distance divided by time taken. Okay, so distance, we are going to put this one, the 25 times 20 over time is 15 times 60. All right, so we can cancel these zeros, are cancelling each other. Then 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 6 is 3. Okay, again 5 in 15 is 3, 5 in there is 5. Okay, so we are having 5 times 1, which is 5, over 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so meaning the speed is 5 over 9 meters per second. Or if you want, you can write it as a decimal. So if you change this to decimal, it's going to be 0.56 meters per second. Okay, but even this is okay. Part B, Rashid continues to swim at the same rate. Calculate the time it takes Rashid to swim a total distance of 5 kilometers. So they are looking for the time, and then they are saying give your answer in hours and minutes. All right, so to find the time, first of all, we need to find the total distance in 15 minutes, because they are saying Rashid continues to swim at the same rate. Okay, so total distance of Rashid in 15 minutes is going to be distance is equal to the number of lengths Rashid swam is 18.75. So we're going to say 18.75 times the length of the pool. The length of the pool is 25 meters. Okay, is 25 meters. Okay, so this will give 468.75 meters. So this is for every 15 minutes Rashid swims this distance. Okay, now what if he swims 5 kilometers? Remember, 5 kilometers is same as 5,000 meters. All right, so to find the time, we are going to use proportion. We are going to say if he swam 15 minutes in 468.75 meters, then how long did he swim when he swam for 5,000 meters? Okay, x there. So we cross multiply. So we're going to say x times 468.75 is, so I'm going to do this, is 468.75x is equal to 15 minutes times 5,000 meters. All right, to get a value of x, we divide by 468.75 on both sides. Okay, 468.75. Right, so these will cancel, then we'll have x is equal to, when you calculate there, you are going to see that the answer you get is 160. So 160 minutes 160 minutes. Now, how are you going to find the number of hours? Because the question says you should give your answer in hours and minutes. So how are you going to do that? We know that there are 60 minutes in an hour, so we're going to divide these minutes by 60. So we can do this. So 60, then 160. All right. So 60 into 120 is 2. 2 times 60 is 120 over, minus 0 minus 0 is 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. This will be a 0. Then it means it's 2 hours, and then the 40 is the remainder, which is in minutes. So we're going to have 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, 2 hours 40 minutes. Part 4. Blessy swims for 1 hour. The number of lengths she swims decreases by 15% every 15 minutes. Calculate the number of lengths she swims in the final 15 minutes. All right. So since the number of lengths decreases by 15%, you can see that this is a simple decay, exponential decay. So to find the number of lengths in the final 15 minutes, we are going to use the formula for a simple decay. Okay, so simple decay, we're going to say nt is equal to the initial number of lengths times 1 minus r to the power t. Okay, so t, we determine the value of t. How do you determine t? So we determine t by considering an hour having 4 quarters. Okay, 4 quarters. So 15 minutes is the first quarter, 30 minutes is the second quarter, 45 minutes is the third quarter. Now, because they are saying in the final 15 minutes, it means Blessy has already swum 3 quarters of an hour. So here t is 3. Then r is equal to 5%, which is 0.05. Okay, so we now substitute. What is the initial number of lengths of Blessy? The initial number of lengths of Blessy is 20. We are going to put 20 here, then 1 minus 0.05, then t is 3 to the power 3. So this will be 20 times 1 minus 0.05 is 0.95, and everything raised to the power 3. And then when you use a calculator, you are going to find that the answer here is 17.1475. So meaning, rounding this to 2 decimal places, we are going to have 17.15 as the number of lengths in the final 15 minutes. But B says another swimmer, Adam, swims 450 meters, correct to the nearest 25 meters. Okay, this takes 10 minutes, correct to the nearest minute. All right, calculate the minimum distance Adam swims in 1 hour at this rate. Okay, so they want us to calculate the minimum distance that Adam swims in 1 hour considering this rate. All right, so since they want us to calculate the minimum distance, and then this distance here that he swims has been given to the nearest 25 meters, it means they want us to find the upper bound. Okay, so we're going to first draw the number line like this, and then on the middle put the number of lengths that he has swum. So the number of lengths is 450. Okay, 450, and they are saying correct to the nearest 25 meters. So meaning on the left here we're going to subtract 25 meters from 450. So when you subtract 25 meters from 450, here on the left you have 425. Okay, then here you add 25, you are going to have 475. Okay, now we need to find the lower limit here. Remember, the difference between 425 and 450 is 25. 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. So add 12.5 to 425 and then you get 437.5, and then add 12.5 to this number on the middle to 450, you get this number here, which is 462.5. all right, so you've done this to the distance. You also do the same to the time, that is 1. So the time is 10 minutes, so you also draw a number line. Okay, 10, put 10 on the middle, and then they are saying correct to the nearest minute. So meaning you're subtracting 1 minute to 10, you have 10, you have 9 minutes here, and then add 1 minute to this, you have 11. Okay, so we need to find the lower limit, okay, and the upper limit here. So the difference here between 9 and 10 is 1. Divide by 2, 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Adding a 0.5 to 9, you have 9.5. Okay, 9.5. Adding a 0.5 to 10, you have 10.5. all right, now what is the purpose of doing all this? The purpose of doing this is we are interested in the lower limit and the upper limit in the time. So we're interested in the lower limit in the distance because they say we are calculating the minimum distance, which is the lower limit. So we are going to say minimum distance because we are calculating the minimum distance. Minimum distance is equal to the lower limit in the distance is 437.5 over the upper limit in the time is 10.5, then times, because they are saying in 1 hour, so 1 hour is 60 minutes, so we're going to multiply by 60 minutes. Okay, so when you use a calculator, you find that the answer here is 2,500 meters. So the answer here is 2,500 meters. Question 5. A box contains 3 blue pens and 5 red pens. Maya picks a pen from the box at random. Find the probability that she picks a red pen. Okay, so first of all, we find the total outcomes. Okay, total outcomes. You are going to add 3 plus 5, so 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So this is the total outcome. Now they're asking us to find the probability of picking a red pen. So we are saying probability of red is equal to how many red pens do we have? We have 5 red pens. Okay, so we're going to have 5 out of the total, which is 8. So the probability of picking a red pen is 5 over 8. Okay, B says Maya puts the pen back into the box. She then picks a pen at random and replaces it. She then picks a second pen at random. Complete the tree diagram. Okay, so since this is probability with replacement, which means that the first probability of picking a blue, because we have 3 blue pens and 5 red pens, we are going to have, for blue we are going to have 3 over 8. Also for red we are going to have 5 over 8. Now because this is probability with replacement, nothing will change. It means that even here you have 3 over 8. This person is replacing. Okay, 5 over 8, 3 over 8, 5 over 8. All right, why is it that the probabilities are not changing? Because this person is picking and replacing, so nothing is changing. All right. All right, the next question says find the probability that Maya picks 2 pens that have the same color. All right, so when they tell you to find the probability of picking 2 pens that are of the same color, it means they're asking you to find the probability that the pens picked were both blue, 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 or probability that the pens picked were both red. Okay, so red. Right, so you go back to your diagram here. The probability of picking blue are in this branch, so this is the probability of picking blue. So we are going to have 3/8 times another, the probability of picking blue is this one, so times the same 3/8. Okay, then the word or in probability means addition. Then probability of picking red is this one, because this is a branch for red, so 5/8 times another red is this one here, the same probability, so 5/8. all right, so 3 times 3 is 9/8 times 8 is 64, plus 5 times 5 is 25/8 times 8 is 64. Because the denominators are the same, we just pick one, so 64, and then we add the numerators. Okay, 9 plus 25 is 34. Okay, this is the probability, but we need to reduce it. We need to write it in its simplest form by dividing by 2. If you divide by 2, we're going to have 17 here on the numerator and 32 here. So the answer here, 17/32. Right? Part C says Maya now picks 3 of the 8 pens in the box at random without replacement. Find the probability that she picks 2 blue pens and 1 red pen. So they want you to find the probability that she picks 2 blue pen. This is like blue, then red, and 1 red pen, and then blue, red, blue, or red, blue. All right, so how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by considering to draw a tree diagram. Okay, so we know that we have blue and red. So we know that there are 3 blue pens, so it will be 3 out of the total outcome, which is 8. Then we also know that there are 5 red pens, so 5/8. So this is the first pick. Then the second pick will be like this. Okay, the second pick will be like this. So we have blue, red, blue, red. Now, because this probability is without replacement, meaning the number of blue pens will now reduce to 2 out of, now even the total outcome will also reduce to 7, 2 out of 7. We have not picked the reds, so the reds here will still remain 5 over what will reduce is the total outcome. Okay, the blues here will still remain the same. What will reduce is the total outcome, so it will be 3/7. Then the reds will reduce to 4/7. all right, that is in the second pick. Now in the third pick we are going to have this. Okay, we are going to have this. So we have blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and red. All right, so now here we have 1 blue pen over 6. Okay, then the reds will still be 5 out of 6. all right, then the blues here we still have 1/6. Then the reds will have 5/6, and then the blues 3/6, and then the reds will be 3 over 6. Also here 3 over 6, 3 over 6. Okay, 3 over 6. So to make sure that what you've done is correct, when you add the two probabilities on each branch, you should be able to get 1. If you add this and this, you should get 1. If you add this and this, you should get 1. This and this, you should get 1. And then this and this, you should get 1. This and this, get 1. In each pair of the branches, you should be able to get 1. If you're not getting 1, then it means you've gone wrong somewhere. Okay, now we are looking for a probability that has 2 blue pens and 1 red, just as we've listed them here. Now let's look for this probability on our tree diagram. All right, so we know that we can see that this outcome is giving us the probability of blue, and red. All right, so we are going to have 3 over 8, which is this one here, and then times this one here, times 2 over 7, times the one for red, this one, 5 over 6, like this. All right, so because what is different here is just the arrangement. Even if we say B blue RB, RBB, BBR, the probabilities will be the same. So because they're going to be the same, we're going to multiply this by 3. Okay, just to save time. So 3 times 2 times 5 is 30 over 8 times 7 times 6 is 336 times 3. The 3 is still coming with us. So this is going to be 90 over 336. So this is actually the probability, but we need to reduce it, to write it in its lowest terms by dividing by 6. So 90 divided by 6 is 15 over 336 divided by 6 is 56. So this is the probability of getting 2 blue pens and 1 red. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, if you are new to this channel, please consider to subscribe, hit the like button, comment and share for more episodes.